Hello, this is Jamie with Supplier Tea, and today is May 12th, 2021, and this is your small business news. Before we get into it, as always, make sure you subscribe to the channel, leave a like, comment, and share with other users who you think may be interested in this content. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So, I think every investor has a time where they kind of look at their portfolio and they say, things are just going way too good. It's only a matter of time before something happens where the market falls. And in my opinion, we are way past that. So as you can see here, the Dow tumbles nearly 700 points for worst day in 6 months. I mean, there's going to be a ton of ideas in terms of why this happened. As you can see here, it's inflation. Another piece was, I think the next piece that we're going to talk about for Reuters is that, okay, so they say inflation as well, but they also talk about things such as just different topics like labor shortages and whatnot, which, could also speak to inflation. So that's fine. But regardless, the one constant that I always say when it comes to these types of investments and, just the market at large is that you never really know, right? For example, last year when the pandemic was at its height, the stock market was doing record numbers, right? And this is coming right when companies were, revealing that they were missing targets. They didn't know when they were going to hit targets. I mean, I don't care how great you thought a company would be. I mean, there's just no way, no rhyme, no reason why the stock market was as high as it was during that time period. But regardless, again, as I started this video out, there just comes a time where you look at your portfolio and you're just like, things are just going way too well. Something's going to happen. And that's essentially where we're at now. So, as you know, this content is more so towards small businesses. And as a small business owner myself, I do push the point that, hey, always look for multiple sources of income, right? That is key. That is always key. And I do think that if you have the ability to do things such as invest, which I've spoken about previously. I did crypto a little bit, but just invest in different types of assets. You should always do so, whether that be, even outside of business, just for personal, whether that be, real estate, stocks, retirement, crypto now, another piece is, gold, things like that, silver. Do your own research, obviously. I can't tell you what you should invest in, but do your own research, and then what you feel comfortable with, definitely invest in it. Because of this drop, and one of the main reason why I wanted to talk about this is that I'm actually hoping that this kind of continues, because I do think that if this does continue, then now we're having an opportunity to possibly invest in the market. There's a saying that, if the market drops, invest, and if it drops even further, invest more. Right, and I do take that with this as well. Now, obviously, only invest in what you can afford to lose, for sure. But with this drop, I just want to make sure that small businesses are aware, that are following my content, that there may be some opportunity in the stock market to put some money in and potentially make a return. So I kind of skipped over that piece, but basically what they're just basically saying is that it's dropped. They're saying a couple things may have led to it. Today feels like a catch-up in the tech market. Has been weak has been weak so far this month, and has finally spilled over into other areas of the market. So that's kind of one idea. As you can see, the job openings at U.S. companies jumped to a record high in March. Further evidence of labor shortages. Just another kind of idea. Obviously, we got the jobs number earlier this week, or I believe late last week. So that's another piece in terms of why this may be occurring, as well as, because of that, now people may be insinuating that the market isn't going as good as people thought. So we're seeing sell-offs over the past couple of days if you kind of combine everything. So pretty interesting. Now, I also wanted to kind of move over to crypto, because basically all types of investments are seeing a hit. So in addition to stocks, we're also looking at crypto, and we're seeing that, by and large, minus Cardano here, the top 7 cryptocurrencies are really getting hit. The really big ones that you really need to look at is Bitcoin and Ethereum. So those are really the big ones. Very interesting that, you know, Ethereum has grown over the past 7 days. I'm not going to really get into why that is. You know, they have another this piece called Ethereum 2.0 that's coming out, but we don't have to get into that in depth in terms of what's going on there. But the main key piece here is that Ethereum right now specifically is seen as a very good investment based off of all the things that are happening, and it's even dropped. Even though it's only 0.06%, it was actually a little bit lower earlier today. But because the stock market is probably closed, there's probably more activity going on right now. But regardless, we are seeing the big heavy hitter here, Bitcoin, has decreased as well. So we're seeing a decrease in multiple pieces here, right? The stocks as well as crypto by and large. Again, there's a few pieces that are up, but by and large, as you can see here, 3.28% decrease over the last day. So something to keep in mind, something to kind of watch if you're a small business and you have, you know, additional income, or I'm sorry, additional money that you are looking to invest in an asset to potentially make you money. Definitely keep your eye on it. If something else happens that's big that I think needs to be covered, then I'll come back to this and talk about it again. But trying to just make sure that you have additional avenues to potentially invest in, you know, or, you know, make money if you are a small business owner, as well as giving you the news, providing other, you know, what's going on with the economy, if there's opportunities that you can do business, trying to educate you on that as well. So I thought this was interesting, and wanted to tell everybody about that. Okay, with that being said, as always, thank you so much for following us. If you like the content we provide, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a like, comment, and share with other people who you think may be interested in this content. All right, with that being said, thank you and have a great day.